on.
I guess so. I guess so. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Life and Love with
Erica
and Shon here on the Got What You Need Network. You can check us out on Roku at Got What You Need, GWN TV, Space TV, or you can check us on Amazon Fire TV at GWN Space Network.
That's
All
right.
right. You can check us out in both places, man. We are there. We are there. You can also check us out on YouTube at GWN Space Network on YouTube as well.
Everywhere.
Yep. We're everywhere. So what's going on, dear? How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing groovy.
I don't know why I gotta sing every time, I introduce myself.
Because you cheesy.
I do that on my podcast too.
You make cheesies.
It's like it just come natural.
You make cheesies. Look, we ain't got a lot for y'all today, so hopefully this will be a 30-minute podcast. It depends on how Erica answers the questions.
Oh, it's up to me tonight. But either way, how it go, we gonna have a good time as usual. Okay.
As a fact, I know I'm drinking a little coffee right now.
He's a little cold on the inside.
You know what I do? Because I had that Mediterranean food. A little filling. They say it's mostly all veggies, full, so something hot to help push that digester, So that was all. Just something hot to push that digestion,
Food is good, but it's definitely filling. Like
Right.
it's really filling.
Yeah, so I went to a more authentic Mediterranean spot, and then you had me go to the chain Mediterranean
That's
spot for your
right.
food.
That's right.
So you could have got a pita from the same place I was at.
Nah, I like mine from the other place.
Yeah, we ain't saying no names. Ain't nobody paying us. Ain't nobody paying us, so we ain't saying no
No
name.
sponsors.
Hopefully we lock one in soon. Hopefully.
Yeah, I think we will.
Hopefully.
That's right. Yeah, man. It's podcast night. We here. We in the building.
Hold up. I didn't know this happened. All right, let's get right into this first one. So the first topic today is said the guy Erica met at Sheetz asked, why are there more women in the barbershop than men? First of all, let's go. Let's unpack the first part.
Let's hear it.
Who is this you talking to at Sheetz?
Well,
Let's explain that
see.
first.
Before
we get into the topic,
let's
explain
see
that
how
first.
It goes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You know me. When I step out somewhere, I go into a room. Everyone they seem like they can have a conversation with me. So that's what it was. So he was this grown guy. He was an older gentleman. He was sitting out at Sheetz outside. And so I got out the car first and went in the store. He just speak that time. But when I came out, he made sure he said something. And he said, "Hey, what you doing driving that car?" I was driving the Challenger.
Oh, yeah, you driving my shit. Don't be talking to no why you driving my shit.
I was driving the Challenger that day. And so he said, "You driving that car, you must be a boss." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I am a boss." I said, "But this is my husband's car." I said, "I take it out for a spin every now and then, And so he got on the subject about his wife or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, my wife, I'm not at the house anymore. I'm over here. I'm waiting on my nephew to come get me, about to go to the barbershop. He said, I got to go to the barbershop. I got to stay clean cut. I ain't no bad looking guy. I say, no. I said, you ain't no bad looking guy.
Why you giving out compliments? But go ahead.
Boy, be quiet.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Strike two.
Whatever.
Strike one was talking. Strike two, compliments.
That's how I do.
Uh-huh.
Look, actually, when you do stuff like that, you talk to people back like that, and you do your facial expressions in a certain way, that lets them know, okay, it ain't nothing like that. It's just all fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So
continue with your little story.
Anyway. Okay. So, so he got on that subject, and then he was like, "Shut up." Anyways, so he was like, I don't know, what's going on with my wife, things just going on. And he was like, and anyway, he said, I'm about to go to the barbershop. And I'm wondering why is there more women in the barbershop than men? He just come out and he said that.
Right.
And I say, well, in my opinion, I say, a lot of times they don't have no one, to take the kids to the barbershop.
That's a fact.
And second, a lot of women are independent these days,
Oh no, y'all overly independent these days.
like that. And he was like, yeah, he said, well, that sounds good, to be independent and everything. He said, I did everything for my wife. He just went going to start on talk. He said, I did everything for my wife. I loved my wife hard. I said, yeah. I said, and you supposed to love hard. I said, but you can't love hard and be stupid at the same time. He said, oh, so now you calling me stupid. I said, no, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying it's a lot of people who love and don't know what they are doing. They just loving and not realizing, what are they doing at the same time,
Right. They're not getting that love in return.
Mm-hmm. So he was like, yeah, I understand what you're saying. And so he was like, oh, well, that's my nephew right there. So his nephew popped up, he was in a truck or whatever. He was like, so I'm going on over here now, see if he can drop me off at the food line, like that, right? So I was like, all right, now you have a good day. And how about the next day? I went to food line. How about I saw him in food line?
Yeah, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much.
And he looked like he wanted to stop and have a conversation because he remembered me. And I just be like, hey, now. And I kept on going to the store. And then
is he just sitting outside?
He was inside this time. He was inside. So
okay.
I don't know if he,
his wife done kick him out.
Yeah, I think he just here, with this person or whatever. And
right.
Everything. Yeah, I don't think.
But on the initial topic, you are right. A lot of women are in the barbershop more than normal because either they don't have anyone to take their kids. Mm-hmm. 2, yes, a lot of them are super independent.
Right.
3, the barber knocking somebody down. So making sure little Johnny got that good edge up.
I'm sure that's happening.
You can beat the cheeks on mommy in the background.
I'm sure that's happening.
Oh yeah, it happens.
Yeah, that's why a lot of them in there all the time.
Oh yeah.
You never could have gone to a barbershop. Like, okay, I've never really used to go into a barbershop.
Right.
Never. Because it was always a place where the guys go.
Right.
It was always a place for the guys. Only time I went to the barbershop, I'm going to pick my little brother up, but I'm in the car. He know I'm outside.
Right.
I'm in the car, not going no further. But now you go to the barbershop, there's nothing but women in there.
Yeah.
It's nothing but women. So.
I mean, but hey, you can't blame them. Their kids got to stay fresh.
Yeah.
If ain't nobody else taking them, their kids got to stay fresh.
They gotta do
so.
It. That's exactly right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, if I wasn't around, I expect you to take the boys to get their haircut.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
They got to stay fresh.
Because who's going to do it?
Yeah, they got to stay fresh. Yeah. Can't be around here looking like a wildebeest. As my mama said, chick the willer.
Yeah, chick the willer.
So you got to make sure you're on point, yo.
Right.
So, I mean, I can't knock it. I'm like, I understand the dichotomy of it. So it just, not much you can really do about that. Because if a brother ain't there to do it, somebody got to do it.
Yeah. A lot of them is not in there just to be, cutting up and stuff like that,
Yeah, a lot of them in there really getting haircuts, man. They make sure the kids get haircuts and then get them up out of there. Yeah. When before Shon got locks and before I got locks, we was going to the barbershop pretty much every other Saturday. Yeah. Early Saturday morning, early. And of course, it was some women in there with their kids, but they were sitting down quiet, chilling. Like, this is what they want for their kid to do, and then they did it, and that was it. Like, so it just...
Yeah. And then it was some of those times where I went and I took them and I dropped them off.
Yeah, you dropped them off.
Yeah.
And I pulled up. And your ass left expeditiously.
Yes, you were doing something.
Get up out of here.
Like, hey, I'm
ain't
not
for
going to make it. Yeah, because look, the conversations y'all have in those barbershops.
If it's a true barbershop, they don't really do it. There's no real true barbershops anymore.
Well, no. Because I remember back in the day, like hearing my uncles and my granddad talking. And I think that's the reason why, we were never allowed in the barbershop because things that they were talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
It used to go have a good conversation in the barbershop. I don't really see that anymore, man. I mean, even the barbershop here that we go to from time to time for Davon to get a haircut. Or Shon and I get our size cut if I'm not doing it. No, they're not really talking about it.
Yeah.
It's not that general conversation. The barbershop is mixed in with a salon. The one barber that's there is very good. I heard they got a second barber now, but
Okay.
he's very good. But it's just
It's not the same.
it's not the same.
Yeah.
And then you got the barbers now. They like the one barber shop up the street where the barber is on social media the whole time while he's cutting hair.
Oh,
Like he literally has his camera up, he's on live, and he's talking to people while on live. Yeah, he's talking to people. People are jumping in the chat. He's having conversations while he's cutting client hair. So there's no customer service. It's like, dude, if that's what you doing all that, then what are we here for?
exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean, that to me, the barbershop is a place where that client-barber relationship
Yeah.
where I could get a dope haircut and we can have a good conversation at the same time. But
Yeah.
when you on social media all the time and you're cutting my hair, but
Yeah.
my shit got to be on live. What if I don't want my shit on live?
Exactly.
Like, nigga, fuck your brand, dog. Like, your brand ain't even popping like that
But
for you to be
then
doing the most like
that's
that.
what I was
Take a
about
couple
to say.
pictures, keep it moving, man. But fuck your brand, dog. Like, don't have me on your live. I don't want to be on your live. And then you got barbers now charging $120 for a haircut, and it's like, yo, you ain't did nothing but edge me up. I ain't gonna charge $120, and this shit is some mid.
It's gonna grow back 2 days.
Like,
When you get home, it's gonna grow back.
like when I did go, I did the hair wash,
Mm-hmm.
then with the hot towel, face steam.
Yeah.
I paid my bread then. It was never 100, but it was 60, 70.
Yeah.
I paid that. I don't have no problem with that because I was getting the extra services.
Yeah,
But if you just cutting my hair and charging me $100, what are we doing, son?
Yeah.
What we
That's
doing
like
here?
edging me up and
What we doing?
cutting a little bit.
And putting them little whack ass edge lines. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I gotta wash that shit off. I don't want that. I ain't ask for no enhancements. Don't be
I don't
putting
really
that,
like that
spraying that shit in my damn head. That's gonna wash off or brush off in a couple minutes.
Exactly.
I know I got a little alopecia in this corner over here. Let it be.
Everybody got that little alopecia.
Let it be, fam.
Okay.
God here.
Yeah, it ain't what.
All right, let's play this. You said
When
the
we
definition
got
of a
married,
beautiful
first got
marriage.
married, I told her, I said, hey, if you get mad at me or we get upset, and you don't want me sleeping in the bed with you because you're mad, I'll sleep on the sofa. I'll go in the next room. You ain't going to your mom's, and I'm not running to my mom. We ain't running and telling them nothing that's happening in here because this is between you and me. So and I really believe that real strongly.
I think the whole concept of love, commitment, and marriage is not in its proper place today. Because I think a lot of females feel like love is butterflies in your stomach and looking perfect all the time. And he's smelling good and, he treating you, like royalty all the time. That's not reality. But a lot of women and men, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, go into relationships with the wrong idea about what it comes with. Okay? And here's the thing that's different for us too. It's not just a feeling when you love somebody. It's a decision that you've chosen this person and you're going to be committed to this person. And that there are going to be tests, trials, struggles. You're not going to always agree on the same thing. But today it just seems like the mind said, okay, this ain't working no more. I'm out. See, this is the thing. The problem, I think, with relationships today is people are too selfish. It's all about them. So I get ready to leave the house. He's got my glasses sitting on my purse. You see what I'm saying? He knew me and cared enough about what I needed, my shortcomings, because I am very forgetful. So he gets ahead of that. And he says, she ain't going to remember these glasses. Let me put them on her purse. She got to take her purse with her. Those things are worth gold. And that's why 49 years later, technically 51 years later, you can say this is somebody that is a keeper for life. And that's how I sincerely feel.
Oh, thank you, girl.
Oh, you knew that.
God damn, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
It was. A lot of stuff she
Oh
was
my
saying.
God.
I was pointing at myself. Forgetful. That's me. You call me Forgetful Jones.
Yup.
You do remind me to take certain stuff with me when I go.
Yup. You gotta remember those things.
It is, man. And a marriage is It is a decision. It's not happy go lucky all the time.
No, hell no.
It's
no.
not. It's definitely a decision.
It's work. It's not constant work, but it's
Yeah.
work. You know what I mean? You have to excuse me, you have to work to make anything, work
Yeah.
properly. You have to work. You have to put in the
That's true.
time and effort. But what he said at the beginning is, that's what I live on. That's the first thing we discussed before we even did this. What goes on in this house stays in this house as long as it's not abuse.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nobody's beating on each other, none of that shit. That's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But if we're going through hard times financially, mentally, physically, you know what I mean, where we're just having some small issues, we're working through them. Family don't need to know about it. No, friends don't need to know about that.
Nobody.
It's no one's business. That's our job to correct it and fix it, or seek outside help that's neutral to the situation. So
not biased.
hell no. You know what I mean? That was the main thing. That was always my main thing, because I come from a situation where we outside and we going back and forth and I'm quiet, but you yelling, you know what I'm saying? And like, come on, man, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Or it's always someone constantly in our shit, and it's like you don't even know what's going on here.
Right.
And that's the thing. When you let family know that there's issues within your home, they automatically choose a side.
Yeah.
Now, they're holding grudges or resentment to your partner, but you and your partner worked it out.
Yeah.
So now when I come around or you come around, family reunions, cookouts, dinners, they looking at they looking at us sideways. What the fuck? Yeah. So what goes on within your home should stay within your home as long as it's not abuse.
Yeah, you're right. Because on the outside, they will definitely judge you, and y'all already done. But see, this is the thing that I don't understand. When people they're on social media, with their significant other, and they are putting all the good things out there. Oh, my husband did this for me. Oh, he bought me this, and he got me that. He just did this, and then the next week, y'all not together anymore. Y'all done split up. Y'all done put everybody all in y'all business. Y'all was this perfect couple, but then now y'all not together. So now everybody else looking like,
I mean, honestly, I think people could say that about us because people look at us as a lot of folks look at us, say, "Oh, y'all so cute," this, that, and the third.
They do.
You know what I mean? Different things because we post each other from time to time, but we mostly post the family. But we post each other from time to time.
Yeah.
But the difference between that and them is you'll never know if anything going on with us.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's one because that's between us and us only. Two,
Right.
we don't do all this elaborate, making sure we do this just for show. We have a whole podcast together.
Right.
Honestly, if we ain't clicking, sometimes we don't do a pod, which I figure it out until we do a pod. You know what I mean? Or if we don't do the pod, a lot of times we just made up, so we in the middle of makeup time. You know what I mean? So that pod gotta wait for makeup time.
Gotta wait.
So it's I freaking loved it. But to me that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That is a perfect picture of a healthy marriage. That's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Together 49 years, to her technically 51.
Yep.
That's a long time to be with someone.
Very long time.
So you're not seeing every up, every down. They worked through it because it's gonna be ups and downs.
Yeah,
You're gonna have issues. Everything ain't gonna be great, yo. But it's up to you to decide if it's that bad for you to end it, or try to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
Yep.
Is you got to figure out if it's that bad for you to want to fix it or you want to move on.
Yep. And a lot of time, it's a lot of us are selfish in these relationships.
Yes.
We're selfish. We want everything to be all about us. Like everything is always, what about making your partner happy?
That's that happy wife, happy life thought pattern process that I hate so much. Shoot, we both got to be happy in this thing.
Yeah, you both have to be happy. Exactly. So,
That was a good one, E.
No,
That was a good one. That was a real good one. I want to play the video
I mean,
again, boy. She was preaching,
She
yo.
was. And then you see how excited he was at the end.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
She like, you already know that.
That was so sweet.
And I love that because that's us when we do that shit. I be like, look at you.
When they were talking, I was like,
yeah.
Like I was
sitting there. I was looking at my bro shake his head. I was like, yeah, that's tall Shon when he get whatever age they are.
And look, and speaking of these cameras and stuff, you say we don't show, all that glamorous stuff, and people just say we are the perfect couple, they like us or whatever. But once we started doing these videos and stuff, so people really can see how we act. So we've had a couple disagreements on some of these episodes, right here on camera.
Yeah,
and a lot of folks caught it because a lot of people, a few of them came to me and was like, "I heard y'all on that podcast."
Yeah, I've had some people say something to me too. Yeah.
So I mean,
we don't always agree. We don't always agree.
We do
not always agree.
Sometime on this camera too.
Yeah. Shit, that's what it is. I think we disagreed last episode.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, last episode. Hey, when people listen to this new episode of the Black Male Podcast, me and Trey argued for the first 14 minutes. Full-fledged argument.
It's called love. That's what it is.
As long as we don't call each other out each other's name, everybody good.
Yeah.
Just move on.
Move on.
We all just move on.
We still got a job to do.
Still got a job to do. Look at you. Thinking about the betterment of the business. And the only reason why you thinking of the betterment of the business is because your ass was a part of that conference call and you saw was popping. That's all that is. Now you want to be all, I'm Miss CFO of the Gabachini Network.
Right.
The Creative Jones. Look at you.
Right. Head on marketing.
See? She's gonna be playing those games, yo. Oh, that conference call, she was like, okay, that's what we doing. That's what we doing.
I like this. I think I can do this.
Yo. Oh, no, y'all think it's a game. We ain't just talking to be talking.
Never.
So things are changing.
Yes.
It's
changing, baby.
Things are changing around these parts.
It definitely is changing.
All right, let's see the next topic. How important is it for dads to be 100% available for their kids' life to discipline when needed? It's harder for moms to do that most of the time. I think it's pivotal. I think it's super pivotal.
Very pivotal.
I think it's very, very pivotal because, I mean,
it's just pivotal.
It's just needed.
It's needed.
It's needed. It's just needed. My boys know when I come walk upstairs, I hear them y'all going back and forth. I don't play all that damn back and forth. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that back and forth. I just come from out of my man cave, gently, quietly walk upstairs. I stand in the middle of the hall. What did your mama tell you to do? She said, do. So why you ain't doing it? I'm doing it now. They run it. I tell them all the time, I don't want to hear nothing. When your mama tell you to do it, you do it.
Yeah.
Fuck what going on?
Exactly.
They get it done.
Yeah.
I look at you, and then I walk back downstairs.
Yeah.
Go close the door.
Exactly. Nah, you're right. Because it's harder for us moms. I hear so many moms that were like, we can just preach all day. We can just constantly talk all day. But as soon as dad comes home, everything is all good. Like they ain't been doing nothing. Dad speaks, they move immediately. But us, we got to continue to talk and talk and talk.
You know why? You know why? Because y'all talk too goddamn much. That's why. I tell you that all the time. It's a lot of talking, no action. It's too much talking. When you talk so much, I don't want to hear that shit. It goes in one ear out the other. I'm not paying you no attention. I'm gonna move how I move.
Because you already know that ain't nothing gonna happen.
There ain't nothing gonna happen. Me, I am a man of very little words when it comes to them. What the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah, that might be it.
Y'all doing too much. Shon, what's up? I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't care about no excuses. Davon, I'm going to get it done, I promise. You're not moving fast enough.
Yeah.
If I gotta come back up here again, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Then I'll walk away.
And most of the time, you don't return. You
I
don't have to come back.
I don't have to come back.
No.
It
I
gets done.
don't know why moms. I don't know.
I just told you.
And we are the one who
Y'all deal with the most.
all the
I tell you all the
taking care
time.
of.
I tell
Make
you all
sure
the
y'all
time.
eat. Make sure like your clothes is washed. Make sure you wash off. Make sure you got food to eat. Like we do everything. We give you all the nourishment, and we get treated.
I tell you all the time. I say you don't want to really take care of them kids. I just here to provide. I don't do that well. Shoot. They come to you for everything. They come to me for stuff too, but it don't be like they day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
Like you they day-to-day manager.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah.
You
I'm their
know, like if we put it in music terms, you are their road manager.
Yeah.
I am their business and financial manager.
Right.
They only come to me when shit is going on and they need to get moving. Yo, they need to get shit moving. They go to you for everything.
Yeah.
Mom, where my shoestrings at?
Yeah.
Mom, where my belt? Ma. Then they come to me, Dad. Can I show you this?
Yeah. Daddy, I want these shoes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because they know I'm not buying
No,
these shoes.
Dad, let me talk to you about something.
Yeah.
It's this girl at school.
Yeah, you get those conversations.
Yeah, I get those.
Yeah. Yeah. It's time to have those conversations. Though.
I'm scared.
It's getting time.
I'm scared because I'm gonna have to have that birds and the bees conversation with Shon because we was riding past NC State and this girl had on little black shorts like that, the little coast top, the little workout top like you be wearing. She had that. I ain't gonna even lie, she looked good. Shon in the car, he damn broke his neck.
That's how his neck
he about broke his damn neck. I said, Shon, he was like, I'm just looking. I was like, all right. He said, that's a problem. I said, ain't a problem. I said, just don't be so obvious.
Yeah. Don't stare.
You know what I mean? Yeah, don't stare. Don't be so obvious. Don't be thirsty.
Yeah, it's time.
And she was a cutie. I give it to him.
Like the birds, the bees on the birds.
I ain't talking about none of that shit. I'm talking about birds and bees. All that extra shit. All that identifying as a bee but was a bird. I ain't.
Because they all look alike, but they're really not alike. It's a shame we gotta have these conversations, but yeah, it is almost time. Even though TV has already taught him some of the things.
Yeah. It's
time.
He's 11. He'll be 12, and a lot of kids lose their virginity around this age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hope for him to keep it a little bit longer.
Yeah, man.
I'm just waiting to find that crusty sock in his room.
I ain't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I ain't ready for that yet.
When you hear that crusty sock, a shirt, a rag, that shit crusty.
I ain't ready yet. I ain't ready. Because I got something going through my head right now. And since you brought that up, it made me thought about it. And I was like,
Oh, he already got something crusty in it?
He always keep a shirt in between his pillow. Like all the time. And I'm like, why don't you put those in the dirty clothes? He was like, I just took it off. Next time you go in.
I've seen it. I just never thought about it. I never thought about it.
Since you brought that up, it went through my mind. And I was like,
yeah, he ain't laying with no crusty crab now.
Nah, you can't be lazy and nasty.
Nah, he ain't doing that. He ain't doing that. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. He's going to be in there jacking his little Peter Weeder.
He back on the bathroom. I don't want to walk in on that.
Well, he lock his door and the door be like, you go bam on it. There's no locked doors.
Yeah, right. Take the bitch off the hinges. There ain't going to be no doors around here. Nothing. I give you a light curtain. You ain't putting no locking no doors. I didn't have a closed door policy. You ain't getting that.
Yeah, a little closed door policy.
My company had to stay in the living room.
Mine did too.
And my mom never went to sleep. Never. Listening.
She sat out there with y'all?
No, she was in the room, but the room is only 2 doors down?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It was only 2 doors down. She never went to sleep till my company left. And she walk him out the door then.
She walked him out
Yes.
the door.
Oh my God.
Did she come out and say, "Oh, you think it's time to go"?
No, but she'll come walk out and like go in the refrigerator, like go in the kitchen and do something. That's
You
how
already
I
knew
know
it
it was
was-
getting late. It's
yeah.
time to go. Yeah, but she never actually said.
That's funny. That is funny.
Yeah.
That is funny. And let me sleep in a room.
Yeah, she like you.
But shit, she already knew you was living with me. She knew her daughter was getting back shots. She already knew what it was. She already knew her daughter getting violated.
Yeah. Be
That's
careful
funny.
if I tell on you.
Uh-huh.
Be careful
Shit, you got
if I
2
tell
kids.
on
It's too late now.
I know, right?
Too goddamn late now. She already know what it
Right.
is. You had 2 babies fall out.
Yeah.
You had the same amount of kids she got.
Exactly.
So
Bloop, bloop.
there we go.
Yeah, man.
There we go. That's
Yeah.
funny. This was Verly. Yeah, same thing. Nobody could go in the room. So company stayed out front. But I had a method for that anyway. Shit.
I'm sure you did. You
I
always
used to-
found a way.
I used to get hit on my living room couch with my mom in the room. Kind of looked in the hall. She never really came out there too. Knew what time. You gotta judge the time she was getting ready to go to sleep
Right.
because she
She
been working.
worked.
Yeah,
so
she
go
worked
to
at the
sleep.
plant.
Oh
So
yeah, so she was shit. I ain't able to sleep.
yeah, she Verly fall asleep on you. She was sitting in that couch like how I fall asleep sometimes when I'm super tired and I just fall asleep on the couch wherever I'm sitting at. She had a little chair in her room, like the recliner like she
Yeah.
got now. She used to have a recliner room, fall asleep on that jump, walk in there, put a cover on her, have hunch in the front room.
I ain't never had that opportunity.
Hunch right in the front room, mama there sleeping. Shit, my brothers, Shamar, you be like, you good. All right, say look.
He looking out.
Give me about 30 before you walk up here. Yup.
I never had the opportunity until I was like high school and I moved out of the house.
Right. See,
But
shit, we always had the opportunity. Especially when my mom worked graveyard shift.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all had it good.
Yeah, we had it good.
I'm shocked you had no earlier baby.
Nah.
Doing all that.
Wasn't doing that.
Mhm.
Wasn't
You
doing that.
Smart.
Especially not at Andrews. Nor Georgetown.
No.
Everybody I messed with was Florence,
Yeah.
Conway,
Mm-hmm.
North Myrtle Beach. Not even regular Myrtle Beach. North Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, further up.
Maybe Polly's Island. A little bit at Polly's
Yeah.
Island.
Yeah, depending, yeah.
You know what I mean? Charleston. In the hood, too. Little sketchy. But, shit was kind of dope out
With
there.
them island girls.
It was kind of dope out there, little Geechee Gala.
With them island
But
girls.
Andrews, nah. Georgetown, my daughter's mother. That was about it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, not too much.
That was it.
Yeah.
That's how I figured people were shocked when we got together, though.
Yeah.
Like, who saw that coming? I know some people was like, Shon and Erica.
Mm-hmm. Nobody would never put that
Like,
together.
who the fuck? When
Never.
did they got together? Who and how?
And how? Exactly.
When did they talk?
Right, because Shon is over there. Erica is here.
And people saw me in Florida because I was in Florida for
Yep.
mad long, and then
Saw
I
you
came
in
to North
Florida.
Carolina, and then they see you at home,
Yep.
and shit. About before they knew it, we was pushing Shon up out of here.
Sure was. Move fast.
That's you move fast, your fast ass.
Ain't
That's
nobody
your
else ever
fast
got a
ass.
chance. I'm sorry if you ain't had a chance. I'm sorry.
I might have had some potentials out there.
Well, too late
You
now.
know what I mean?
You should have moved faster.
They should have moved faster.
Should have moved faster.
God damn.
Speaking of the relationship thing,
All right.
being in school or whatever stuff like that.
Right.
We kind of had this conversation a little bit where I never really went through a dating phase, like ever went out.
Yeah,
on
I was
a date
disappointed
with
to hear that.
anybody.
Right.
Don't be disappointed.
I was disappointed. I was disappointed. I really was.
never did nothing in my life.
I thought you did that.
No, I never I didn't start it actually talking to boys. I was about maybe 10th grade, something like that. Just really talking and having them come over and stuff like that. I started late in the game. That's what I said. I started real late.
I mean, that's not that bad. 10th grade
it's
ain't that
not.
bad.
But I never had nobody to take me out like to go get nothing to eat or anything like that. So when I see these little young couples now doing that, I'm like, oh, because I never had that
You was just giving
opportunity.
up your goods without making a nigga work.
I sure was.
I like dates. So that's why we date now. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you first came up here, we date all the time. You know, as when you was coming back and forth, we would go on dates, go different places, someplace new, because I believe in creating memories.
Always went someplace new.
Always. You know what I'm saying? Even now we do different new shit, different places. You know what I'm saying? I always believe in creating memories. So for me, memories were dates. Even when I was coming up, it was still that. I used to take girls out on dates. If we kicking it, if we cool and we kicking it, we're going out somewhere to eat.
Yeah.
I'm hungry, you hungry, let's go somewhere dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I will always go to the beach or drive all the way to Charleston or somewhere and get something to eat. I remember back in the day, you know, like New Year's, I had like a ritual. I just always would go to Shoney's and eat. The one on the beach. We used to go to the one on the beach to eat every time New Year kicked around. You know what I'm saying? I used to do shit like that. So, like, I always believe in dates. You know what I'm saying? To me, you know, everybody now making a big deal out of dates. They putting all this requirements. Got to have a whole bunch of money to take a person out to eating at places that a lot of y'all ain't never even had before. You know what I mean? I feel like your date is anything that's fun, dope, where we have a conversation.
Right.
I also believe if you're gonna take someone out, a lot of those mom and pop restaurants that's small and quaint but fly, great food. It's a lot of food and it's reasonably priced and it's great food and plated well. Those have always been my go-to dates coming up. You know what I mean? I'm not taking you to Roof Chris spending $150, $200 on a meal for what? What are we doing that for?
Right.
When it's a little bit of food and you still hungry 30 minutes later.
Right. You got to stop by McDonald's or Cookout and get something.
See? That shit don't make no sense, yo.
It really don't.
Always go to dope little fly restaurants. You know, some chain restaurants, some non-chain restaurants. You know what I mean? Different stuff. We go get some Japanese or some this or that.
Yeah.
You know, like we go and get a bento box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bento box is dope. Got everything in there. All the dopeness. You know, do different shit, yo.
Yeah. And I think that's one of the things that I love about you. You show me a whole lot of stuff. Like even just the simplest thing, like when we first got together, the first place we went to.
Right, people
was
gonna be shocked.
Burgers.
Yep. Went to Five Guys. I know she never. Look, this was my motto coming up. First date was always some cheap shit. Let me see where you at. If you got an issue with that, then I know. Going forward, we don't do nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's see where you at. But I've always been successful in that because you can hold a conversation. We'll get something dope, easy. Something easy and dope where we can get to know each other. Because when you go to these super elaborate spots, you're not spending no time to get to know each other.
Nope.
You're busy looking around at everybody.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Let's go get this burger. Let's go get a calzone. Let's go get a dope pizza from a dope mom and pop spot. We're not going to Pizza Hut. I know it's always a New York, pizza style pizzeria joint everywhere you go at, especially down south.
We did that too every time we went to Florida.
Yeah.
In our early days.
Yeah, go get a slice. We used to go get a slice, get a slice and a soda and sit out downtown Orlando and eat and talk.
And we did that. It was late that night too. And everybody was in that spot getting that pizza because we walked upstairs.
Yep.
It was dope. I love that. It was
shit like that. To me, that's memorable. But look at that, that's memorable.
Yeah.
We've been to quite a few high dollar restaurants.
Yeah.
You don't remember them shit?
No, not really.
It's always the small mom and pop joint where the lady walk up to the table and she's nice and everything to you and she want to eat like the winery.
Yes.
That's not far from here, from our house.
Yep.
We've been twice. Each time it's been a dope experience.
Yes, they were.
The food is phenomenal, but the place does not look like it would be good. It look like it'll be some bland bullshit if you get my drift.
Yep.
The food is flavorful and it's dope. It's super dope. Now, if you're black, you might be one of three.
Yes.
That's in there eating. But I don't care.
Yeah.
The food is phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
And the wine was good.
Yes, definitely. Excellent wine.
See?
Excellent.
Excellent wine. Then we go to Orlando. I mean, we go to Florida, and we go to went to the spot out there in what's the place at? The last place we went to where they do the Rockets and stuff at, with a Cape Canaveral. Went out there to Cape Canaveral, and we ate off the dock at that one little spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Food was fire.
Seafood place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crab cakes was crazy.
Oh, don't think it was good, and it was.
That's what I'm saying. And the prices was right. It was reasonably priced. You know, it was in between. It was moderate.
Yeah.
Phenomenal spot.
Yeah. It was definitely worth it, and the experience was good.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's about. The experience.
Sit out there on the water and eat, and it was good.
See, dating 101 from Tall Shon.
Go check it out, y'all.
Yep.
Go check it out. Well, not this one physically, but
Right.
you know.
I'm with you there. Next, this is weird. This is a weird one. Is wearing that's funny. Is wearing a Depends G-string okay for women?
Oh, you remember?
Yeah, this is a funny one. And it's the only reason why she said, because I sent this to you just for laughs, and I couldn't believe you put this up here.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to be safe and a hoe, why not? You know what I mean? I'm just messing. You not a hoe. It's not a hoe. I'm just messing. But you want to be safe and sexy? Do your thug thizzle. Put your Depend G-string on so you don't piss yourself.
Yeah.
And it's still in your ass, so you get the protection of loose booty with the protection of you ain't piss yourself.
That's right. 2 in 1.
Yeah, 2 in 1. That's funny. You stupid. I didn't really know why you put that. Why did you put that? That is funny.
We needed a good closing.
Yes, we did.
Closing.
That was a good one. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. I might put the picture right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the picture right here, right between us. So the G-string picture will be, y'all will see it. Boom.
Yeah. You know, a lot of folks who like to wear those G-strings.
Yeah.
You know, when you got a little incontinence going on, a little bit of pee come out sometimes every now and then, you still can be sexy at the same time.
Okay.
You just have that little extraness in the front. You know,
all right.
Catch all that, but your ass still can be out.
Okay.
I don't want no part of it, though.
This is life and love.
That's right. That's the life we live, man.
All right, you got anything you want to say on the close?
You guys continue to listen to my solo dolos on the E and Friends podcast. Come out every bi-week Tuesday. And check out Natural Me. Remember, Natural Me is MEE. Go ahead and get all your holistic care needs and continue to check out the network.
Yeah, man. Oh, also, if you just like, man, I want to figure this podcast thing out, guess what? You can. In the description, get my book. It's $2.99. Get my book. Get my book. Get my book. It's $2.99 if you buy it direct, or it is $5.99 if you get it off of Amazon. Yes, it's on Amazon. My ebook. Go pick up my ebook and learn, some good tips for podcasting. It's Podcasting 101. Just giving you a couple of tips from things that I've learned while podcasting. I've been doing this now for 8 years. I've been podcasting for 8 years. It's been a minute. And we've had some success. We've had some up. We had a lot of ups. We had some downs. But hey, man, why not? Come learn from the guy that's been putting in that work. Part 2, 102 will be out soon. It's going to be more focused on monetization and marketing. But right now, let's talk. Let's get things started. That's it. Let's get things started. So click the link in the bio. You'll see it. It is right there. It says How to Start a Podcast, Podcasting 101. By your boy, LaShon Jones, a.k.a. Tall Shon. TS is who I am, a.k.a. Tall Guy, a.k.a. Tall Shon. All that stuff. And then keep watching the network, man. Black Male Podcast, Ian Friends Podcast, Inspire and Encourage Podcast. What is it? Politics. Politics Podcast. Also check out the video side of our network on Roku or Amazon. like I said at the beginning, you can check out all of that information there as well, because we got a lot of great shows coming up. We got a cooking show coming up real soon. We got some animated shorts coming up. We're already currently doing the 60-second docs. Those are out right now, with more to come.
Check it out.
Just check us out, man, and enjoy what we got going on. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Life of Love with
Erica
and Shon here on Got What You Need Network.
Hey.
Peace. Hold on.
You got the slap.
Hold on. Oh yeah. We gotta do our Will Smith slap.